In this video, we'll take a look at creating an abstract glitch text effect and event design in CorelDRAW. When we create this effect that you see here in the Rave 21 text logo, and we're going to set up this kind of psychedelic looking monochrome bitmap using the midtone from a tritone monochrome conversion. So to get started here, I've got everything set up over here. I'm not going to get into how to create the logo. That's really easy. This image I got from pixabay.com, and I just cropped it out here where you see the hand in the center. And I kind of like the look of that hand right in the center of the image down there. And you can find that once again at pixabay.com. These are all free public domain images. You can use them commercially. I'll delete that because I won't need it anymore. We're going to come over here and we're going to create our effect. And the first thing I'm going to do is take this white text just so that I can see it. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste that. Now I'm going to create the pattern, the vector pattern for my transparency effect to create the abstract glitch effect in the text. To do that, I'm going to go to the rectangle tool, and I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to make a rectangle just about like that. I'm going to come up here and convert this to curves, and then I'm going to come here and you'll see that when I hover over a node, my tool changes to the shape tool. And the reason for that is because if I go to tools and options under nodes and handles, I have enabled node tracking. So anytime I hover over a node, it's going to change my tool to the shape tool. I'll zoom in here, and this node I'll double click and delete. I'll come over here and select this one. I'll just bring it over here to where I can see the center. Now I have like a spike or a long triangle. We go to the X in the middle. You'll see my tool change. Left click, hold down, right click one time. Holding down Control to constrain that. Bring that right to the edge. Right there. Then I'll hit Control R a number of times. Then I'm going to hit the space bar and go to my pick tool. I'll select all of this. Come up here, left click to fill with black, right click to take the outline off. Then I'm going to select my text here, which is on top of the other text because I copied it in. I'm going to change that to a cyan. Now with that selected, I'm going to come up here to the transparency in the object properties, and I'm going to go to vector pattern transparency. And that's not what I want. I want to come here to new from document. And that's going to give me like a crop tool that I can use in the document. And I'll just left click, hold down, and go around these vector spikes or triangles. And make sure that I have this where I want. Now I want to be up into the black just a touch. And I want to be right on the edge, right there, and right there. And that'll make that seamless, even though it's a very simple file. Now I'll come here and click on Accept. I'll zoom out and we can see the effect. It's been applied. Now I can select that text that has the transparency on it and it's filled with cyan, go to the transparency tool, and I'll be working in the interactive transparency mode. Now I can come up here to this circle, left click, hold down, rotate this, and we can see that effect. Very easy to do, but yet it creates an awesome abstract glitch effect, and we're on our way there. Now with that done, the next thing I'll do is go to my pick tool, and I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste it back in. I'm going to change it to red. Then I'll zoom in and I'll move it just a little bit. Change its position. And then I'm going to go to the transparency tool again with that. I'm going to come up here to mirror tiles vertically. Now we can see that effect. And I can zoom out and take a look at that. And if I'm not happy with that, I can delete that go back to my cyan version, go back to the interactive transparency tool, and maybe change this angle just a little bit more. Bring it back more like this, like here, right into like there. I'll get that right up into there, maybe. Dial that in a little bit, just how I want it. Go back to the pick tool again, and I can really dial the effect into just how I want it to look. Hit paste, change it to red. Then we will go back to the transparency tool, come over here to the mirror the tiles vertically, and we can see that effect. Go back to the pick tool, zoom in here, and then we'll offset this just a bit. And we can see the effect. Now I can go from the red with my pick tool, holding down Alt. There's the cyan, there's the white. I can delete that. There's the effect for the text. Now this image, what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this to a tritone from my color factory. So I'll go to my advanced tools and I'll bring up the color factory. I'm going to use the mid-tone from the tritone for the look. So I have that image selected, and I'm going to go tritone monochrome and convert that. And I'm going to use the mid-tone from that conversion. And that'll take just a minute to process. Now once that's done, the top image will be my mid-tone. And you can see that there. And then I have what is the dark tone, and I don't want that. And then I have the highlight. Now I'll take this, and I'm going to, actually I'll go here, hold down Shift, and I'll hit this and go C and E to center that. Then I'm going to go Alt, click back to the image, and I'll delete that. Now this has a transparency mode on it, so I'm going to take that off and change that to normal. Then I'll come over here to the blue and right click on that, and you can see the effect. Now if I look at this compared to the other one, I can see I've only got one line here, so I might want to make an adjustment, which is so easy to do working with this transparency and its interactivity. I'll delete the red again. I'll select the cyan. I'll go to the transparency tool, and I'll make this a little smaller and change the angle maybe a little bit like that. And then I'll take this again and I'll go copy, paste, change that to the red. Then I'll go to the transparency tool, not the text tool, the transparency tool, and I'll mirror that. And maybe I'll change that in size. And you can see that effect there, and you can see how we can work with this and dial all of these effects in. Now I've got a couple of lines there and I'm happy with that. And you can see how that effect looks. And this is the type of stuff that really gives you the advantage in the world of the t-shirt business, because when somebody's just putting plain text down and you're doing all of these effects and stuff, your stuff's going to look a lot better than theirs. And as I've often said, anything that goes out of your shop is marketing for your shop. And that's how I would create that design. Very easily and quickly in CorelDRAW. And I can just take this and comp it. Just select everything here. Left click, right click, holding down the left mouse button and duplicate that in place. And there I have the design. Very easy with some really cool effects for an event. So here we've gone through how to create the seamless vector pattern for the transparency on the text on the event design, giving the text a really insane look. And very easy to do, and we can do it very quickly working with the vector pattern tool and the transparency tool in CorelDRAW on the text. So we'll go ahead and wrap here, and we'll see you in our next video.